And uploading on Facebook worked again today. It's always a question whether the waves are too much for the Starlink, but it worked. Now lunch today is tosti with a green salad. So with the wind picking up above 10 knots consistently, our speeds are above 7.5 knots. And we caught up with the Himalay and Kikova, which are the Turkish boats we left with. It's out here. There it is. Taking down the flag to save it. It's going to go up again when we are going to get close to land. So champagne sailing day 3. You can see 9 knots of speed, 15 knots of wind, true wind angle 160. And this is really extremely comfortable. Knots, and it feels like nothing. Now you probably heard me commenting a lot about Fabio and complaining about our electricity use. The reason is this: we are sailing towards the south where the sun is, under Spinnaker, and that is of course absolutely wonderful. But look what that does to our solar panels. Completely in the shade and completely in the shade. And I think it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. So we have some sun. I mean, we have, I think, five hours of sun in the morning, full sun, but then it's not that high yet. So we are a little bit low on production. Then of course, since we don't run the engine, that is not going to be produced either. And we do not have what some boats have, a water generator that you kind of stick in the water, mainly because it's too expensive. We are talking about I think 7,000 euros and upwards. So we are going to manage without. But that does mean that the anything that has to be cooked for a long time, like for example the red cabbage for the traditional Danish Christmas dinner tonight, is not going to be on the menu. Sometimes with a wind shift, the speed collapses. And this time it collapsed and turned around. So in the end it was wrapped so much about itself that we needed to take it down and pull it up again. But if this happens when we are all awake at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's absolutely perfect. So preparations for a Christmas dinner. Now this is difficult, of course, because I'm from the north of Europe, so we have Christmas on the 24th, whereas Fabio from the south of Europe has Christmas on the 25th. But since I'm the cook, it's me who decides when we are going to celebrate Christmas, which we are going to do tonight. And the traditional dessert for Christmas dinner is sweet rice cooked in milk, together with cream, whipped cream. Now these two are going to be mixed. They're going to stay in the fridge, and then they're going to be served with a warm cherry sauce. Then we are going to have duck, Canarian potatoes, and traditionally I need to have a red cabbage, but Julia just message me a recipe, because of course we never eat that kind of stuff. Now that needs to cook for 2 hours, so there is no way I'm going to be allowed to cook that, which means we are going to have a cold red cabbage salad, I decided. Let's see how that's going to turn out. Melting the chocolate in the water boiler. Yes. So, and now they just have to dry, and then they're ready for the hours of unwrapping of the Christmas presents that one usually has after one has danced around the Christmas tree. Well, we will not be dancing around any Christmas tree, and I think we have exactly 3 presents on board, 1 for each. So I'm wondering whether I can invite anybody over. So, finding a Christmas light, the Christmas music. And I'm making the Christmas tree. So we all got changed to our Christmas clothes. And the table is laid for the first course, because as you can see we are moving around a little bit. It's not the most relaxing Christmas dinner, I think. So we are going to do it in parts, so that anybody can go up and leave at any time. Ooh. Wow. So while they're checking the boat, we have got the Canarian special potatoes, boiled first in very salty water, and now they need to dry out, and they're eaten with special sauces, mojo. Once they're done, I'm gonna put my cuisse de canard in just to get a little bit crispy and heated up. So while we sit around waiting for the duck, and the boat's still going fine, we are guessing when we are arriving. Now this is my average of 7 knots, which we haven't done now, and we still need to do the doldrums. Fabio is a little bit more pessimistic, and Luca is extremely pessimistic. Let's see who's right in the end. And now of course they started calculating, and then Luca saw that he had an average of 5.7. Now even he thinks we're not going to do that. So he changed it now to the 12th of January. So I have an average of 7, Fabio of 6.16, and Luca of 5.9. So I did the washing up in between dishes before the dessert and the sweets, and the boys out there taking pictures of the waves. Wow, bellissimo. Bravo.
Capace anche il tuo telefono fa meglio del tuo occhio. 7A fa meglio.
And I've got a full moon, so there we go. And this is supposed to be a mandel, which I don't have, but I think a hazelnut will do just as well. I'm going to put that in one of them. I'm going to put this warm cherry sauce on top.
Vuoi qualcosa per tagliare o no? Wow! È pesante!
Well, we have to eat that before we arrive in Brazil, because apparently we are not allowed to take any meat into Brazil. And for once there will not be any dancing around the Christmas tree, so Fabio is extremely happy. We heard a strange noise, and it is the spinnaker sheet that went under the boat, so they're repassing it. So during our Christmas dinner, the average speed was 10 knots. We're only drinking water, but we are not that. The boat moves quite a lot, and I was thinking, this is the No Foreign Land app where we are here, and look at all the boats having Christmas in the middle of the water. Merry Christmas. It's 7:15 on the 25th of December. I actually don't know what day it is. I have to look at the calendar. We are on the wing down jib and mainsail. I think the guys are trying to boycott my earliest arrival. The excuse is that the spinnaker got twisted on itself again, and there was 18 knots of wind, middle of the night, so they decided just to take it down and to take out the jib and go straight downwind. I'm going to take out the Pandoro for them so they can celebrate their Christmas morning the Italian way. So that is the end of day number 3 and the start of day number 4. 72 hours, exactly 3 days, and we have been doing 499 miles. So that comes up to a run in the last 24 hours of 191 miles. And here we are, the 25th